My friend's ex-employer is one Mr. Henderson, a curious man to whom curious adventures might befall.
And he's the cause of this conspiracy? You surely have more than the word of a disgruntled gardener.
Yes, look here. The house is called High Gable. See, not half a mile from where they found Garcia's body.
It's not very strong.
There's more. This Henderson's a foreigner, and his secretary the same.
Another house of foreigners?
Yes. You see how the gaps begin to close? There's Henderson, his secretary Lucas, his 2 young daughters, and their governess, Miss Burnett, an Englishwoman.
You think she's the woman?
The writer of the note, yes, the 4th member of the conspiracy.
But the note was signed D. Godspeed D.
It's a trifle.
Holmes, her name is Burnett.
An alias.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I still find it hard to accept.
Then picture this. She snatches a moment to write the note. We've already agreed that the abbreviations point to haste and secrecy, but Henderson's already suspicious. He knows that something's planned.
Powerful scared.
Exactly. Somehow his suspicions fall on the governess.
Oh, you gave me fright. I didn't hear you knock. What can I do for you? Is something wrong with one of the children?
He catches her at the very moment when she's finished the note, but before she can address it, so he does so himself, hence the different hand. Sends the note, and Garcia walks straight into a trap.
How did Henderson find out where Garcia and the others were?
Think of the savagery of the murder. This is a man capable of anything.
I shall never tell you. Never.
Once the vital information was obtained, he would have little use for Miss Burnett. I'm very much afraid that she also has been removed.
There's no sign of any activity. He's lying low, your Mr. Henderson.
We'll make our move when it's full dark. It's not long to wait.
You really think we should break in? Why don't we tell Baines and get a warrant? Do things legally.
We have no proof. The law can do nothing. We must take the risk ourselves. You are with me?
Of course.
Good man.
Holmes.
Doctor?
Those things at the house. The corpse of the baby.
More a mummy than a corpse. It's called a fetish, a personal totem used in the religion of voodoo.
Yes, I know, but left behind by the cook.
Yes, when he and the 3rd man abandoned the house in a hurry, but his heart was with it. He had to recover it.
Has Baines realized?
Oh, yes. As you said, he's clever, but not clever enough. As I said, he's on totally the wrong track.
Something's happening at the house. Get down. Did you see? 2 men and a woman. It must be her. She's still alive.
But still in Henderson's power. Why didn't I anticipate this? We'll never catch them.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Baines.
Stand clear below.
Inspector!
They're trying for the 6:30 to London. Constable Downing! Inspector! Get that carriage round here. Stand away from the doors now, please.
Damnation!
We're too late.
Whoa there!
This is my doing. I should have acted sooner.
My God, I can see them.
Where?
In the first coach. What's happening?
There's a door open. It's her.
My God!
Come on!
Doctor?
She's asleep. She'd been drugged. Opium, I think, or something like it. Probably saved her life. She was too relaxed when she jumped from the train to do any serious damage. Heaven alone knows how she found the strength to get away. She's a remarkable woman, whoever she is.
Well, well.
So, Baines.
Mr. Holmes.
It's an unusual spectacle to see a detective inspector leap down from a tree like a monkey.
I dare say it is.
Yes, especially if you've no idea the detective inspector in question is quite so close at hand.
But as I said, we all have our different methods. I was on the same scent as you from the first.
You suspected Henderson?
I did, Doctor.
And why did you arrest the cook?
To make Henderson feel secure.
Exactly. I knew he'd make no move if he thought he was in danger.
But what's the meaning of this whole business? Who is this man, Henderson?
He's Don Juan Murillo.
Miss Manette, you should be resting.
Don Juan Murillo, once called the
Tiger of San Pedro.
My God. Here, sit down.
Thank you. Oh, that man is the most bloodthirsty tyrant ever to rule a country. For 10 years, his name was a terror through all Central America. And now he's escaped again. Garcia is dead, and that monster still lives.
You knew, Mr. Holmes?
I suspected. The green and the white.
The San Pedro colours.
Our rallying cry. Our symbol of hope. Hope.
The law will see him punished.
The law. The law, sir. What does the law of England care for the rivers of blood shed years ago in San Pedro? For the lives he ruined? The thousands he tortured and put to death? To you it's like crimes committed on some other planet. But we know. We know.
We, madam?
My real name is Signora Victor Durando. My husband was the San Pedro minister in London. He met me and married me there, and a nobler man never lived. Murillo recalled him on some pretext and had him shot. That was just before the uprising. When the palace was stormed, Murillo, his 2 children, and his chief of staff, Lucas, the secretary, they'd all gone, and most of the country's wealth with them.
Murillo has not been heard of since.
For years we've tracked that man, penetrated the disguises, seen through the false names and the forged papers. I managed to get a place as his governess.
He didn't recognize you?
He didn't know me. When my husband was recalled, he refused to take me with him. It was almost as if he had some premonition. And so I sat across the table from the Tiger of San Pedro. I smiled on him and did my duty by his children, and I bided my time.
How did he come to suspect you?
I don't know. I must have been careless with some previous message. My job was to keep the others in touch with his movements.
There were just the 4 of you?
Oh, there are more than 20 times that number. The only reason I'm still alive is that Murillo wanted more names. But I told him nothing. Oh, he tried. But he tried in vain.
There are several knife wounds to Madame Durando's body, made to cause the maximum pain and draw the minimum of blood. The work of an expert.
Oh, yes. He's an expert.
But you withstood him.
Once I knew what he'd done to Garcia. Oh, God, the way he boasted of it. My hatred gave me the strength. If only I'd stood up to him the first time, the note would never have been sent, and Garcia would...
Easy now. You mustn't blame yourself.
Garcia is dead. But another will take his place. And if needs be, another after him, and another. Gentlemen, I'm a member of a society which will never rest until our work is done. We are los que recordarán a los muertos, those who remember the dead. We honor their memory, and we seek justice in their name.
So your plan was to capture Murillo and return him to San Pedro for trial?
You're a good man, Doctor. But if your family had been butchered as ours were butchered... No, that was not our plan.
So, Baines, a chaotic case.
Yes, indeed.
Technically, of course, Madame Durando and her associates are guilty of conspiracy to murder.
I fancy that Henderson's crimes will overshadow everything else when it comes to court.
To court?
Oh, did you think he'd got clean away? Yeah, while you and the good doctor were dealing with the lady, I wired Scotland Yard. There's a splendid welcoming committee waiting for that train at Waterloo.
Baines, there are 4 stations between Esher and the terminus. That train stops at every one of them.
Oh, it does, Mr. Holmes, it does. And if our friends get off anywhere along the line, then Sergeant Walters will be right there with them.
Sergeant Walters?
The plainclothes man I posted at Esher Station for just this eventuality.
Baines, you will rise high in your profession. You have instinct and intuition.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
If I may say so, without offence.
My dear sir.
Your powers seem superior to your opportunities.
You're right. We stagnate in the provinces, but a case of this sort gives a man a chance. Oh, yes. A definite chance.
This is the police. Keep your hands where I can see them. Oh, dear God.
And I think I was pleased with myself because I had a man on the train. He didn't notice a damn thing. We couldn't release the details to the press.
Surely the public have a right to know.
Not in this case, Mr. Scott Eccles. You didn't see the state of the bodies. You don't know this, gentlemen, but earlier we found some remains in Garcia's kitchen. Some were from a cockerel. It had been ripped apart, amongst other things.
What are you saying, Inspector?
The parts, what was left of them, were arranged in a certain way. Laid out. Henderson and Lucas...
Their bodies were in the same condition.
Exactly the same.
Dear God.
How did the cook escape?
He pulled the cell window clean out of the wall.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. The size of the man.
There's been no sign of him since, of course, or of the other servant. The pair of them might just as well have vanished into the air.
What about Madame Durando? Will you be charging her as an accessory?
There are certain difficulties, Doctor.
How did it happen?
God only knows, Mr. Holmes. She disappeared from the hospital right under the noses of her guards.
She was a remarkable woman.
With a remarkable friend.
Their descriptions have gone out to all the ports, of course, but somehow I don't think we'll be seeing them again.
Cheer up, Inspector. You are masked Henderson, after all. Quite a feather in your cap.
And besides, the drama played to its proper conclusion. It's not only in the courtroom that justice can be done.
And now I remember the latest. And the last. I remember Aloysius Escamano Garcia.
So it ends. The spirits rest.
We turn from the past and look to the future. The green and the white.
The green and the white.
In Wisteria Lodge, Sherlock Holmes was played by Clive Merrison and Dr. Watson by Michael Williams, with Dominic Letts as Inspector Baines, Geraldine Fitzgerald as Miss Burnett, and David King as Mr. Scott Eccles. Garcia was played by David Thorpe, Jesus by Steve Hodson, Carlo by Gareth Armstrong, and Warner by Michael Onslow. Other parts were played by members of the cast. The violinist was Leonard Friedman. Wisteria Lodge was dramatized for radio by Bert Coules and directed by Patrick Rayner.